What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the BallGame podcast. I'm Matt.
I'm Tom.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Dean.
Part 3 of the division preview. I almost just knocked down my computer in excitement for the NFC and the AFC South today because I'm sure everybody is just so damn excited to talk about potentially two of the most boring divisions in the entire NFL. But hey, if you're a fan of any of these teams, look, we are going to break it down. We are going to tell you where your team is going to place. And of course, we're going to be entirely right because when are we not? We always are. So you're going to get crazy takes like Dean. Remember when you picked the Bucs to win the division a couple years ago?
Yo, so I predicted on this podcast, actually, it might be in the nether world. It might be gone.
I don't know.
I think that was the one we had to redo, and then I reset it with less conviction than I should have.
You might be right.
But I predicted Baker Mayfield's career resurgence with the Buccaneers, and you guys laughed at me.
So did Tom.
I did.
We both predicted.
I wasn't
Baker
on the. I didn't have a podcast at that point, but I swear I was saying it.
You
to
did,
everyone I knew. Yeah.
Chris, I'm pretty sure predicted. What was his name that played quarterback? That was terrible.
Desmond Ridder.
Desmond Ridder.
So did I.
To
So did I.
lead the
Yo,
Falcons.
last year we had you on a guest for the NFC South preview. Not even on the podcast, a guest. And you said the Saints were going to win the division.
Did I say that?
You did. So, if we all have bad takes. Come on.
He called the Saints Super Bowl contenders after 2 weeks.
That was good, too. I remember that
Bro,
one.
the whole thing fell apart,
really
all right?
good.
You know what?
Yeah,
everybody
saw
on
that
the,
coming.
everybody on the O-line got hurt.
Yep.
Derek Carr got hurt.
Yep.
Chris Olave,
Got hurt.
Anyway,
yeah. So, I mean, speaking of the team, you just mentioned them. The New Orleans Saints are one of the most interesting teams in the NFL this year. Why? Why, you may ask? Why? I know they don't seem like it, but let me explain. Tyler Shuck, Spencer Rattler, who the hell is going to be the quarterback of the Saints this year? I think it's such a mess that it's an interesting mess. Just hear me out.
I'm not going to lie. I don't even want to hear you out. The only Saints quarterback battle I'm going to be watching is Bengals Saints Madden
build?
series.
I
Yeah,
think he already drafted a new quarterback.
probably.
I would not
I'm
be
not
surprised.
caught up, but probably.
Yeah, neither of those guys are the answer. I think we all know that. I actually said before the podcast started that I think the Saints aren't the worst football team ever, but the problem is they have the worst quarterback potentially ever. I watched some of the preseason. I'm sure we all have. The clips of Tyler Shuck are not pretty. They are definitely not pretty. The practice clips are definitely not pretty. So, look, when I say one of the most interesting teams in the NFL, the reason I say that is because it's going to be such a pretty, beautiful disaster. I can't wait to watch a little bit of Saint football to see Tyler Shuck do some crazy shit. That's just me personally, though. But their over-under this year is set at 4.5, and I'll get it started. It's an under.
it is all that just to say it's an under. Yeah, I
That was a lot of speaking for under.
Hell yeah.
I don't have much written for the Saints other than they will have the number 1 pick in the draft. I don't have any hope for this team at all. I'm sorry, Saints fans. You had some fun in the years past, but when your quarterback battle is between Tyler Shuck and Spencer Rattler, it's going to be a bumpy ride this season. So I will not be watching much Saints football.
Can't wait.
I do have Chris Olave on my dynasty team, so we'll see what happens there. But other than that, I'm not tuning into much Saints football. Like you said, this offensive line got ripped to shreds last year, and it was looking good for a little while last year, but they're real bad, man.
The personnel is solid, but
And even Shuck, through his 7-year college career, wasn't really healthy that much. He only started 32 games in 7 seasons. So,
They must have really loved what they saw. I don't know.
I think they're just really going for Arch Manning is what's really
Yeah.
happening here. And
the tank
Gunning-
commander
They
Tyler
got Kellen
Shuck.
Moore, though.
Yeah.
That happened.
What was that?
They got Kellen Moore, though.
I'm a big Kellen Moore hater.
Yeah, I
I
know.
think he's
You think he's overrated?
in today, like of the coordinators in the league today, I think he's the most overrated. Yeah, I think his teams never do anything in the playoffs. Their offenses never do anything. The
I think
Cowboys
for what they need, though, it's
Until he wins the Super Bowl.
get them somewhere.
So the
with
Saints,
who? The Saints?
No, with the Eagles. Granted, all just talent based. The Eagles were just more talented than everybody else. But yeah, he did win a Super Bowl with the Eagles. Granted, I don't like him
They
either.
won in
but-
spite of him. They didn't win because of him. Seriously.
No, I mean that's fair. That's a fair assessment, I guess. But best running offense in the NFL, regardless of how you cut it. I know the O-line's great in Saquon Barkley, but
Well, Saquon Barkley was the best running back in the league. You can't just say
You have the best
behind the
line
best
of the
offensive
past
line in
what,
football,
decade.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, we could say that, but his offenses have been solid every year. They've been
He
good.
was in Dallas before Philly, right?
Yeah, and he led one of the leading passing offenses in the NFL.
with
Like,
LA for a little bit too with the Chargers. So.
Yeah.
and
I don't know. I just think
quarterbacks put up big numbers in his offenses. That's it.
Yeah.
These guys won't.
Tyler
Yeah,
Shuck's
it
going
was-
to put up
You're right. I
Prescott
just
and
don't think it,
1,400 yards.
Yeah, I mean, he's not the reason the Saints are going to go over or under though. Like he's fine. He's not bad. I don't think he's bad. I just don't think he's like one of the
Yeah.
best coordinators. Like,
Agreed.
And without Derek Carr last season, the Saints were 0-7.
Yeah.
Nice.
Rattler went 0-6, and
Oh.
Jake Haener lost the game too.
I think it's pretty silly too that they moved on from Clint Kubiak because it's like you just brought him in
Yep.
and it's like you didn't see it through. I don't know. He did a good job those first 2 weeks.
He
When
sure
he had a
did.
team.
When he had his team, yeah.
Right.
When everything
I
was
don't know,
going
everyone's
well for him.
raving about how hyped they are for Seattle because of him. Like, so I don't
Yep.
know.
Yeah, I think this is the team we might speak about the absolute least at this point.
Yeah,
Like,
I would agree.
Nothing I'm excited for.
and they're
No.
still in cap hell, right? Aren't they still
think
like
so.
negative?
yeah, they got
They're
about
on their way out.
They got
Yeah.
about a
They've
year.
been in negative for like a decade, though. It feels like.
The only thing I'll say is obviously I know this is the first overall pick chase at this point, but there's legitimately no guarantee that it's Arch, by the way. Like, there have been multiple times that the Manning family has stated he is going to stay at Texas for his senior year.
Yeah.
And yet over and over and over again, we keep thinking to ourselves, no shot. They're not going to do that. He's the first overall pick, most likely. But might they just be right? May it just be a situation where they don't want to send him to the NFL unless it's the right spot?
No, when did the Mannings ever interfere in where a prospect's
Exactly.
gonna
Yeah,
go
but
play
this
their
is
career?
different because didn't the grandpa
His
play
grandfather
Yeah,
played
he
for the
played for
Saints.
New
from
Orleans.
here?
Yes.
Like, yeah,
They're all from New Orleans.
I don't think
yeah.
he'll hold out because of the Saints. It's a shitty situation, but like the family ties, like if the Saints
Yeah.
get the #1 pick, he'll go. I mean, it depends how he plays. Like it's way too
Yeah,
early.
Way
they'll-
too early for
They'll
that.
definitely
sure.
push it, and I think they'll definitely wait to see how much money Texas is willing to give him for another season, because
It's going to be more
way
than
more
the
than an
NFL
NFL team can give him. You know.
Yeah.
It's going to be more than the NFL deal. He's making 10 this year, I believe. So
Which is about a rookie contract, right?
Well,
yeah.
that shit's just so risky though. Like you're then gonna be the #1
Yeah.
pick, go back to college. Like that's just dumb.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
I agree.
You can't get better than that.
But the thing is, they don't, like, the Mannings don't look at it that way. Like, they're pretty much already set. They're probably looking at it as, like, they want to have him as developed as possible. I'm pretty sure Eli spent 4 years in college. I think Peyton spent 4 years in college. Like, they want them as prepared for the pros as possible. Like, that's
Least
just,
amount of room
yeah.
to fail.
I don't give a fuck. Like if you're gonna be the #1 pick, you go get drafted.
Yeah. You can't go
I-
higher than one. Yeah.
I think it's a different situation with them because it's not like they're passing up on money, like generational wealth, and potentially risking an injury. Like, they got it. I hate to say it like that, but they got it. Like, it's made.
Who's they though?
the Mannings
this is,
do. Arch
this
don't
is
got
just
it,
one
like,
guy we're
yeah.
talking about.
No, I know, but Arch got it. Arch is
But
just
if Arch goes back to college and his leg snaps in half and he, what's his name from Louisville? Where? Like his leg just fucking breaks out of the bone. Like then what?
he's still a top 10 pick. Guaranteed.
Is
Like,
it guaranteed?
Yes.
Guy's leg snaps. I don't think he goes top 10 anymore, right?
well, it's not
Arch-
guaranteed that he's a #1 pick right now. So
Yeah.
Exactly. He might just
I know.
I mean,
but I'm
he's a top
saying
10
if he's like, if he is like the
After this
consensus
season, even?
#1
Yeah.
pick after this college season, why wouldn't he go?
Yeah.
Because-
No,
Yeah,
he'll go to the
I agree.
NFL. This is a silly, conversation.
Is it?
Definitely.
I
yeah.
don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't.
I
But
think
so
unless he has a colossal failure of a college season, he'll be a top 10 pick.
He'll probably do some
Yeah.
shit like Caleb does, like throw out some like smoke screens, but like he'll
Yeah.
go get drafted.
yeah, I agree.
Be silly.
We'll
Saints
see.
suck.
Saints suck. Sorry to say it, guys.
Yeah, Kool-Aid McKinstry's cool because he has a cool name, but
He's a really cool.
about
Real
it,
name's something stupid, though, right?
You got Justin Reed and
You're so
Sorry.
nice.
Sorry, man.
You're
you got
so
Justin
nice.
Reed in case your kicker gets hurt.
Yep.
Facts.
That's good.
It's a good point.
That's
And,
good.
They're gonna
Um,
need they're gonna
Saints
need
are-
kickers.
Saints are so bad that Tyrann Mathieu retired.
Yep.
He just said, "I can't watch this."
Shout out the Badger, man.
Yep.
His
What a
real-
career, man.
His real name's either Gaquincy or Jaquincy.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm sure
Under?
that's a great name.
Under.
Pretty easy under.
Let's go through their skit. No.
Please,
I
God, don't do
I
that.
think this next one, though, we should go through their schedule. I think it'll do well.
100%.
Yeah.
So the next team we're going to talk about, a team that won 5 games last year and a team that I'm so very excited to watch. This is just going to be good hoops. It's the Carolina Panthers. Their win total set at 6.5. The most notable addition they made with their top 10 pick, adding Tedero, McMillan, T-Mac. To me, this is a easy smash over. I think the Panthers... Honestly, I think the Panthers were better than a 5-win team last year. I think they lost some games that could have went their way. You know, the one against the Eagles kind of sticks out. Xavier will get sold the bag in that one. But I think this is a team that was trending in the right direction. Their schedule is... I mean, none of these teams we talk about at all today are going to have particularly tough schedules because of the divisions they play in. But I think they made all the right moves. I mean, the big thing about the Panthers, honestly... Like, sure, you could have your questions about Bryce Young. You could have your questions about how this offense looks. The big question is, can they not be one of the worst teams over the past decade, probably over NFL history, in terms of stopping the run? If they could be better in that regard, I think this is a real competent football team. I don't think they're a playoff team, you know, but I think they could get there. I think they could get 7 wins. I like the over with the Panthers. You get Derek Brown back, hopefully healthy for the full year. Their what was he, second-round pick, Nick Scorrington, collapsed a lung at joint practice, which kind of really stinks because he's a good player off the edge, you know, has pretty elite bend and all that good juggle. And I think in week 1 of preseason, he had a really good game. And then, you know, now he's recovering from a collapsed lung. So prayers to him. Hopefully he gets healthy. He's honestly going to be pretty important for them because they don't really have much on the edge outside of that. So they kind of need him to be a good player. But, I mean, in terms of the offense, it's just like what Bryce did at the end of the year last year. You add T-Mac. You have all those young guys who should get better. Chuba Hubbard breakout year. Jalen Coker. Cokeheads are so up. We're so up on that Coke. We're high as fuck on the Coke. But now I like the Panthers over. It's not like an easy smash over, but I think it's an over. I like it.
Yeah, I think I'll take the over, too. I mean, you mentioned them being terrible against the run. They were dead last in opponent points per game, opponent yards per game, points per play, and yards per play, and third down percentage, and rushing yards per game. They were dead last in all of those. This was the worst defense in the NFL, and Derek Brown missed the whole year, and I think he's cut from the cloth of like Vita Vea, where you get him back, and he'll at least make you decent against the run. You know what I mean? Because he's a really good player. Bryce showed some flashes down the stretch of last year. This is a make-or-break year for him, and I think Panthers went into this offseason knowing that. I mean, they spent the...
What the hell?
Are you fucking kidding me?
In the middle of his spiel.
I was flowing, bro.
Jeez, I know. I'm
God.
sorry. I'm
He
sorry.
was in a
That guy
what do they
always
call
gets
that? A
interrupted.
flow
You
state?
do. I
Yeah.
fucked you up. I'm sorry.
So anyway, it's a make or break year for Bryce. It's a make or break year for Bryce Young, and the way they attack this offseason, I think they know that. They spent the 8th pick on a wide receiver. It's at McMillan, like you mentioned. They want to make his life as easy as possible and really confirm whether he's their guy or not. So I'll take the over here. Like you said, 5 wins last year. As long as they're not the worst defense in the NFL, I think they can get 7 wins.
I'm going to go under with the Panthers. I'm just not a Bryce Young believer yet.
Here we go.
I think that the Panthers do just need another year of development. I think that their receiving core is really good. I like Ted McMillan. I love Jalen Coker. I think Leggett probably sucks, but Thielen's a good piece. They have some good pass catchers. Jatavion Sanders really is turning it up in training camp so far. They're building up the defense, but I think it's just going to take another year with Canales to really put it together. I'm going to go under for now. I could see myself being wrong easily, though. I don't feel too strongly about that.
I'm so torn with this team because I think this defense is going to be hot-ass garbage, to put it quite simply. It's great to have Derek Brown back playing football. That's just great for football fans. Like, dude's a game wrecker. I just can't wait to watch that. But, yeah, the offense could be good, but can it be good enough to win them 7-8 games? That's the tough part. They haven't. I think they have one of the best offensive lines in all of football, in my personal opinion, too. Like, I think Bryce is going to be sitting pretty in the pocket. Oh, God, man.
I can't pronounce it, but
We'll
Icky
just call him
yeah.
Icky. Yeah, Icky. His career's kind of been like up and down in his young career. So if he could be like
God bless.
bless you.
Plus,
If he could be like a rock at that left tackle position, I think the O-line, it kind of revolves around him. Like if he's good, then everyone else I think will fall into place and kind of find their way and kind of gel together. So I think he's probably obviously Bryce, but outside of Bryce, he's probably the X factor for them on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
loved him coming out of college. I thought he was great.
I mean, he's been respectable as an NFL player. It hasn't been like bad. It's just you want your franchise left tackle to be that dude. Like that's simply how it is. You want him to be that dude. So he was solid last year. He's respectable. It's just a lot of penalties, man. You got to cut down on that shit. But yeah, I'm not going to make my decision until we do the schedule. Honestly,
Okay.
that is what I would prefer. So,
You got
am I going to do this?
Sure.
Or
Someone else like do the hook for
Yeah,
this
I'm sick
because
and
you
tired
do
of
it
being
every single time.
my fucking face on this camera every single
I'll do
time.
it.
So someone else do this. Someone else look
Give me a
pretty.
sec to put it up.
I will say, as you pull it up, they definitely had a clear plan in the offseason, though, which, I mean, it was pretty obvious. Get better at stopping the run. I mean, they went balls to the wall for Milton Williams, and it was basically a done deal. And then they got
Until it
DeAndre Jordan. But you bring in Bobby Brown, who, like, if Bobby Brown's going to do one thing, he's going to just be a big motherfucker, which honestly I think helps Derek Brown a shit ton, just having a huge big body at nose tackle to where, Derek Brown doesn't have to line up against the center every single time and then, get double teamed. He'll kind of see single coverage, I guess you call that. I don't know if that's how you call that
Made the
with
point, yeah.
line play,
Yeah.
but, he won't get double teamed every single time. I mean, he's a guy who you probably have to throw two bodies at as often
No
as
matter
possible,
what,
but
yeah.
having Bobby Brown there, I think, helps. And you go and get Trayvon Mulrig, who, again, a safety who pretty mid. He probably, of defensive players in the NFL, he's probably the PJ Washington. Like, he's just an average safety, but
Yeah.
if he's good at one thing, it's getting his nose dirty, getting down and dirty, and stopping the run. So I think I think that's a good sign. Like they had a clear, they knew what their weakness was, and at least tried their very best to address it, which is a good thing because that tells me in training camp and throughout these practices and preseason, they're probably stressing that, we have to be better here if we want to have a shot. So just don't be the worst ever, and I think it'll help the team a ton. So
Yeah. All right. So this is
predicting the Panthers 2025 schedule.
we are predicting the Panthers 2025 schedule. So you got week 1 in Jacksonville against the Jaguars.
Ooh.
To know. First game in the Liam Cohen era. Think they started right.
That's tough. That's must-see TV. 3 words.
Three words.
Trevor Lawrence, Bryce Young, must see TV.
Yeah. No, we could go with the Jags here. We'll give them an L.
All right. Week 2 is in Arizona against the Cardinals.
That's a win.
I don't
These are
think so.
disgusting so far.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I'm gonna take the Cardinals.
I would too.
Week
Not getting
2.
much prettier.
What do you think?
Cardinals?
Or the Panthers? Yeah, those two teams.
Ooh. I'm going with the Panthers.
All right. Well, we need a tiebreaker.
No,
What do
let
you-
Tom just be indifferent. You give your opinion,
Yeah,
but your
okay.
opinion
Yeah,
doesn't matter
yeah,
towards
that's
the
fine. Yeah.
record.
We're
So we have
playing
3.
we let
Yeah.
my opinion matter.
I-
So now I
Well,
feel
you-
bad.
You
Tom,
make your opinion matter. You
Yeah,
give
I
us
don't
no
really-
choice but to let your opinion
Yeah, I don't
matter.
really give a shit. But
damn.
I feel like
About
the
the
host of the
Panthers.
schedule prediction
impartial.
should. Yeah.
I agree.
Dang. All
Okay.
right.
Especially because there's 4 of us.
Right.
I mean, Gallo, what do you got? Panthers or Cardinals? All right.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Gallo got the
Oh,
Panthers.
get the fuck outta here.
Exactly.
Now we
right,
change.
Right. Okay. Cardinals win.
All right.
Wait, did we even tell them that we have a live audience?
We did not.
Gallo's
yeah.
here.
Gallo
Gallo
is here.
is in studio.
And we didn't even
Welcome-
mention the changes to the studio. That's my
Welcome
fault.
United
Sorry,
States
but yeah.
Navy veteran Joe Gallo.
Yeah.
To the-
Salute.
We've been getting
Everybody comment. Salute Gallo. Salute Gallo.
Thank
That's
him
it.
for his service
Thank you,
right
Gallo.
Thank you, Gallo.
We've been getting a lot of audio listeners recently, so like, welcome.
What?
Well, no,
only
if you
they
haven't,
Well,
If
yeah,
only
you
they
guys on audio, go to the YouTube
That's what I
so you
meant
can
to
see
say.
the changes
Yeah,
to the
And so
studio.
you can see how Dean just did that. He looked around the room with his hands up, didn't know what to say, and then landed on
Welcome.
All right.
it's been a while. I'm a little rusty.
Very rusty.
Week 3 is at home versus the Falcons.
We got to give them a win here.
At home, I'm cool with them splitting.
They're not starting 0-3. Let's give them a win.
I mean, they definitely could start
I
0-3.
got the Falcons.
I'll give it to the Panthers.
Give it to the Panthers?
Yeah.
Okay. Week 4 is in Gillette against the Patriots.
I'm down for the L here. Yeah, you got to speak. We're a podcast.
Yeah.
L, brother. L.
All right, I would have taken the Panthers.
Don't be switching up now.
No, I'll give them the L here.
Week 5, they are at home versus the Miami Dolphins.
This is a win.
This is.
I'll give Carolina the win. I think Miami sucks.
Bryce is going to like that secondary.
I think Miami sucks too.
I
Is
I
this
agree.
Is this the Bryce Young coming out party? Like the one where
Yeah, this is a coming out party.
Yeah.
Whoop whoop.
whoop whoop.
Throwing mad parties for Bryce.
Yep.
Week 6 is at home versus the Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas. I'm gonna
Yeah.
take Dallas.
I'm going Dallas as
Okay.
well.
Dallas.
Does anyone
What's our
keep a
record?
track, by the way? Yeah, I should probably be doing that, right?
We have 2 wins. What week is it?
6.
So we're 2 and 4.
2 and 4? Okay. Let me just...
Dang.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's nice to hear. Okay.
It's a turn around.
Week 7 is in MetLife versus the New York Jets.
Oh,
That's a win.
that's a W.
I'm gonna take the Jets.
That's a win.
The Jets are better than the Panthers.
That's a win.
Brother, your quarterback can't throw a football.
Bryce Young gave you half a season.
It's more than Justin Fields is giving us.
At least Justin can run.
Okay.
W Panther. Bryce can
Bryce
run
Young had
too.
5
He has,
rushing touchdowns over the last 6 weeks of the season.
Yo,
Respect him,
learn
bro.
ball, buddy.
Come on.
All right. Week 8, we are at home versus the Bills.
Well,
That's an L.
Okay. 3 and 5.
Might lose by 50.
All right. Week 9, we're at Lambeau against the Packers.
well,
L.
Loss.
All right. 3 and 6. Then we are at home versus the Saints in week 10.
win.
W.
Easy win.
Saints stink.
4 and 6. Week 11, we are in Atlanta versus the Falcons.
L here.
Falcons.
L. We
First
split them.
one. Yep. That's
Okay.
fine.
Then we are in San Francisco versus the Niners.
That's an L.
Niners.
Okay.
We gave San Fran the win in the San Fran schedule.
I don't know. We're never going to be able to keep track of all of that.
I'm trying.
We definitely contemplated
I might
it,
not
but
have, honestly. I might have gone
we
Panthers.
definitely contemplated it.
All right.
L for the Panthers.
Next week, we're at home versus the Rams.
If Stafford's healthy, I'm taking the Rams.
I think I'm taking the Rams either way.
I'm gonna give them a win here. We haven't given them an upset yet. They gonna get one upset.
They'll get an upset.
Let's
Sure.
give
You know
them
what?
this
Yeah,
one.
yeah, we'll
Let's
give
give
them this
them
one. We'll give them this one.
All right. You're at
Against
5
the
and 8.
Rams. Of
5
all
and 8?
teams?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was worse. Okay.
Week 15 is in New Orleans at the Saints.
W.
We sweep them.
Yeah.
We sweep them.
We sweep them. Week 16, you've got at home versus the Buccaneers.
Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bucks take it.
I think the Bucks might
Buccaneers.
sweep them.
And then week 17 is at home versus the Seahawks.
Dem Hawks.
Oh man.
I mean, this is basically for the over, right?
Well, there's
Just
one more game after
yeah.
this.
But it's versus the Bucks.
Yeah.
Whichever way we spin it, because I picked the over, I'm gonna say they take one of these, whichever way we want to spin it. If I could get someone on my side here, so we get the over.
I'm gonna take the over. I'm gonna say they win this game. I think they win 7 this year.
Let's get it.
All right. And then week 18 against the Buccaneers
Loss.
Yeah.
in Tampa.
There's an L. 7 and 10.
It's like
I could see that. I could even
it's
see them.
definitely doable.
I think some of those games that we gave them L's for, I really do think they could get a W.
those first two, Jacksonville and New England, are definitely not guaranteed losses. So
Yeah, and that
No.
went against the Jets.
And you guys
not
only really
guaranteed
gave them
either.
one upset.
yeah, the
You
Jets is an upset according to Dean, but
I can't wait
TBD.
to do that AFC East, NFC East episode.
Yeah, it's gonna
No,
be
I'm not going to sit here and
they're at
say that-
MetLife.
They're at MetLife, yeah.
Oh, we got to pop out.
So the Falcons going into this season have a new defensive coordinator. They took 2 edges in the first round, Jalen Walker and
James Pierce.
I love Jalen Walker coming out of school. That's been the worst position group in the league for about half a decade now. The Falcons have had the worst pass rush. So much needed help. Hopefully he's on the way. New defensive coordinator. I'm just not in on Michael Penix. I just don't think he's the answer. I love Drake London. Bijan Robinson is great. I just don't believe in the quarterback, so I'm going to go under for the Atlanta Falcons at 7.5.
How could you? How could you make an opinion on a player when they haven't played 3 games? How are you allowed to have opinions? A player must play 10 full seasons before you have an opinion.
Who said this?
The YouTube comments.
Oh.
That is accurate. No, yeah. That, yeah.
Wait, who said that? About what?
When you said you were out on Michael Penix for when we did like fantasy football Q4 Cup forum, we said we were
Somebody
out
roasted
on
me
Drake
for that?
London, yeah, and you said you were out on Michael Penix. They said, how could you be out on him?
Because I watched him play football last season, and I wasn't super impressed. I didn't think he made the offense particularly
No,
better.
I don't care. I was just being silly.
No, I'm just explaining for the audience why I don't believe in Michael Penix. I think the defense is going to be much improved. I do believe that. I think giving them a couple edge rushers. I love Jeff Ulbrich. I know he didn't work out as a head coach, but obviously as a Jet fan, I loved what he did with the Jets defense. I think he's going to be the right guy for the job, but the offense is what scares me with the quarterback position. I think that's the biggest question mark besides the Saints, I think, for me right now in the league.
Good old Brick.
I'm with you on the under. I think I'm also taking the under, but I think for like the opposite reason. I just think this year you drafted 2 edge rushers that have to work this year for you to be competent this year. I mean, this defense ranked 23rd in points per game, 22nd in yards per game. They were 31st in sack percentage, so they could not get pressure on the quarterback at all. And those guys got to really be good this year for you to hit. Penix, I think I'm not super high on him either, but I think his life's gonna be pretty, I guess, as easy as they can make it for him. But you know, he's still an NFL quarterback. He's got to do some work. But they've got a solid offensive line. Not good, not great. It's not great, but it's not terrible. And they've got, like you said, Drake London, Bijan Robinson. I think Darnell Mooney's a good complimentary wide receiver too. They got another guy there that we don't have to talk about. He does exist, and he plays football, and he had like 700 yards last year, but I don't want to say his name. So I think it's you're relying on a lot of guys, a lot of people, including the coaching staff that doesn't have a ton of experience, and I think I'm a little hesitant to jump on board here. But I like the long-term outlook. If Penix works out, I mean, this is going to be a really good team. But
Yeah.
I think it's going to take a year.
They also signed Leonard Floyd and Divine Diablo.
That doesn't do it for me.
Devon Diablo, they'd be giving him some good Madden cards, man.
Yeah, he's fast as hell. That's the thing.
I like Leonard Floyd. I think that was a good pickup.
Leonard Floyd's
is a-
solid.
And
Always a solid vet.
Rotational,
Like-
good rotational
Yo.
edge rusher.
And they got Kobe Bryant.
They do have Kobe Bryant.
Yo.
They still got Jesse Bates back there.
They dropped DJ Chark today.
Did they really?
Yes.
Yeah,
Interesting.
they're
What a-
fucked.
what a fall
They're
for you
fucked, bro.
Which is a good thing, I think, because they probably
It means Mooney's probably
right. They
good,
probably
yeah.
feel confident about Mooney getting healthy, so that's a
Yep.
good thing. The Falcons are a tough situation, man, because I drank the Kool-Aid 2 years ago. I really drank the Kool-Aid 2 years
You
ago.
did, yeah.
I drank that shit again last year.
Yep, we both did.
Dean hates the Falcons.
I always have.
Dean just don't like the Falcons. I think I'm gonna take the over, man. I love their draft. I don't give a fuck about them future picks. I think a guy like you traded up for James Pierce at the back end of the first round. I know we were just talking about it with Arch. A lot could change throughout the course of a college football season. I mean, going into last college football season, a lot of people had James Pierce as their number 1 player on their big board. And I mean, it's just preseason, but he's been really, really good for them in the preseason so far. He's a freak, man. He's just one of them dudes who I just think there's no chance he's not good at the NFL level. The question is how good. I think just a guy with that size, that speed, that bend at the edge position is just going to be good. I think Jalen Walker also is he's just good at football. He's just good at football. He's a little bit more of he could do a little bit more in terms of, stopping the run and all that stuff too. James Pierce is kind of like a one-trick pony because he has a thinner frame. Like, he's just there to rush the passer until he grows into his body. But, I mean, adding those two guys is more than they had, and they needed it so desperately. And then it's like, I don't know if I'm in on Michael Penix too, but I don't know if I have to be in on Michael Penix for this team to hit the over, because I like their infrastructure is there. Like, they're average at pretty much every position group, I guess, aside from edge, depending on how good the rookies are. But if those guys, come in and are immediate impact players, then they'll probably be about average on the edge. And then, offensively, they have, at worst, a top 10 offensive line unit in the league. They obviously have Bijan. Their pass catchers are great as a unit. I know Kyle Pitts isn't who we all want him to be, but maybe the breakout's coming.
Could be.
Like all these teams, the schedule is just going to be in their favor because someone's going to be bad. Either the Panthers or them, or they're not both in the over, but I am going to predict the over.
Saints
on
win
both
0 games.
Right, the Saints should be 2 easy wins for all these teams.
Unless the Saints win no games.
Yeah, I really love how they've built their team over the past few years. They've kept the offensive line intact for the most part. Like I said, the weapons room is great. I love their secondary, having Jesse Bates and A.J. Terrell. So, yeah, I think I'm going to take the over on the Falcons.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I was with you the last 2 years in terms of the Falcons. I really was. On a side note, I really hope Kirk Cousins gets a chance to play football this year. If it's not for the Falcons, I hope it's somewhere. I do think he's still got a little bit left in the tank, but I don't even know about this team, man. I'm not a Penix believer. I'm really not. I don't think he has much touch. I think he could throw an absolute piss missile, but I don't think he has much touch. I don't like the defense either. I just don't. You're relying on 2 rooks, and they could be great immediately, but I'm just not willing to bet on that. God. This another tough team because it's just like you said, this division is so ass that, like, someone's got to win some games, right?
Yeah.
Like, someone's got to. And I think if it is any team, I think it's going to be the Panthers. I think if there's any team that'll shock the world, it will be them. And I don't think it's them. I don't think it's the Falcons. I'm out. I'm taking the under. I just don't see it with them. I love Drake, love Bijan. I just don't believe in this defense. The offense could be explosive, but we don't know what Penix is. There's just too many unknowns, too many question marks.
Do you like their offensive line? Or
I love their offensive line. I just think it sucks that they lost Drew Dalman this offseason.
Yeah.
I think that's big time. I mention Frank Ragnow with the Lions all the time, so I can mention Drew Dalman and being one of the best centers in the NFL. Like, that stuff matters, especially for a young quarterback like this. And I don't really think they went and got a signal caller that, on the line at least. I mean, this guy Ryan Newsel, be dead honest with you,
Who is that?
got no fucking clue who this is. Sorry, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, it depends how he does, but I'm sure that if he's bad, like, they could always experiment with shit. You could move Bergeron or Lindstrom over, maybe. Like, you could.
You would hope they're taking reps there, probably.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
I'm sure they are. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, it's not like quarterbacks where teams come out and announce their starting center.
Right.
But
Yeah,
I'm
no.
sure after losing Drew
It matters,
Dalman-
though.
No, 100%. That's what I'm saying, though. I'm sure after losing Drew Dalman, they're kind of exploring all their options. So I think, though, they have such a good, like, core around the center position. Like, I mean, that's by far the weakest link. But, I mean, Jake Matthews is solid at worst. Like, he's really good. Matt Bergeron, I think, is really good. Chris Lindstrom, obviously one of, if not the best guards in the game. And then Caleb McGarry, again, solid. Like,
Just got paid, I think.
Yeah, you have a really, really, really solid unit. And also you have Bijan, who just makes everyone's life on that offense easier. The O-line, the pass catchers, Penix, obviously. Like, Bijan's just one of them ones who you can construct the entire offense around, who can just make life easier for everyone else. So I really like how they build their team, man. I really do.
I do think this team has the capability to surprise a lot of people because
I think I'm going to do it, bro. I think they're winning the division.
Wow.
I do. We're going to talk about the other team next,
Yeah.
but there's, like, certain reasons that I'm lower on that other team. But
I'll tell you right now, certain guy is getting traded soon. Perfect for this team. Trey Hendrickson would make a whole lot of sense for the Atlanta Falcons. I can't lie to you. I know that they drafted 2 young edge rushers. I think you could have Trey with these 2, and that would create one hell of a pass rushing trio. And, I mean, it helps them come along to learn from one of the best pass rushers in the entire NFL. I think if there ever was a team, I think the Falcons make a lot of sense. So,
Well, there's not many guys you would block from trading for Trey Hendrickson. I'm sure if he becomes available, most teams are
For
after,
sure.
But he fits the best on the Falcons, given that they've been the worst group in the league for so long.
I really, really, really believe in James Pierce. I mean, this might be a stretch because he was so damn good, but he's this year's Jared Verse, to where, like, he's the edge rusher who's going to come in and just, like, be that guy. Jared Verse was obviously, like one of the better rookie edge rushing seasons we've seen over the past decade. So he's not going to be that good, but in terms of just coming in right away and being the best edge rusher from the draft class, I really, really, really believe in James. James Pierce and Abdul Carter are like really, really closest prospects for me. I think Abdul has the edge, but get it. But I think they're like in the same tier of prospect. I think James Pierce is that guy, man. He's a freak, dude.
I know. I liked him as a prospect too. Same tier as Abdul Carter's. Yeah,
I think Abdul's are so refined, but
yeah, I mean,
so
the
like
crazy
Pierce
part
too,
is
but-
Abdul isn't even refined yet. That's the thing.
Well, yeah.
Like he's
Neither of them are.
No,
It's hard to see an
no,
edge
for
rusher
sure.
come out
But
really
Abdul only played 1 year on the edge at Penn State. That's the craziest part about that. But
yeah,
nah,
I mean, he's as freaky as
Yeah.
you get.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? But, like, in terms of like as an athlete, James Pierce is right there.
oh, he's cool.
know what I mean?
Definitely close. But
I don't know. Maybe it's like my Madden brain, but like I'm just such a sucker for speed off the edge, man. I think that's just linemen are so big, bro. Like
How fast can you really
right?
move?
Like how the
Right.
fuck is a left tackle stopping that dude, bro? Like I mean, if you get hands on him, you're probably putting him in the dirt.
Yes.
Like that's the
Yeah,
thing with
yeah.
James Pierce.
That's the
'cause he's
problem.
Thin, but like man, as just like strictly a speed rusher, bro. Like he's gonna come in and be one of them ones.
he's
I really,
rotational for now. He's a rotational
Yeah.
rusher.
Like, just use him as an example because I'm a Jeff fan. I watch so much, but like Will McDonald comes to mind.
Bingo.
Skinny frame, bendy, fast, like that. He
But
reminds
like when
me
he
of him.
got in there and they needed him to like step up and be that. I mean, Will McDonald was fucking great last year.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
like,
Will McDonald's got 10 sacks. Like, it's not.
and I don't think Will McDonald taking a year or two to, come along was in because he wasn't good. It was because there were
many
guys in front of him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like James Pierce comes in right away and like he has to be good. He has to be good.
No, they
They
don't
no
have much
choice
of a choice.
but for him to be a good football
He's
player.
just
They
not-
traded
Yeah, I
the
don't think
house
that's
for him.
as good of a thing as you're making it out to be, though. Like, like Will McDonald, like having guys in front of you definitely takes the pressure off you as a rookie.
Yeah.
That's kind of my pause with it. Is like they're the 2 guys they really need to be good are rookies.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So that's my hesitation.
No, I
Go
just
get
believe
Trey,
in the
man.
prospects.
No, yeah,
you
but
know what I
yeah,
mean?
if you
Like,
believe
we've
in
seen
them.
rookies come in and be impact players. It's not like every rookie,
No,
takes
yeah.
like guys are good as rookies.
And I think edge is one of those positions where, like, the more reps you get, I think the better these dudes get. I feel
yeah,
like
I mean,
the more.
Jared Verse wasn't immediately that guy week one. Like Jared Verse took a little
Yeah.
bit of time too. You know what I mean?
Verse was just different. I don't know how he fucking fell as far
No,
as he
Verse
did,
is.
but
I feel the same way about James Pierce. Like I don't know how I applaud the Falcons for going and getting the guy because he just, to me, like there was off the field shit with him too. Like obviously people kind of dropped on him because of the prospect he was, but the main reason James Pierce fell was because of like off the field stuff.
yeah, they were saying his work ethic sucked.
Right.
Like-
so.
Yeah.
That was basically what was being put out there.
I
But
don't know. Like I turn on the tape of James Pierce, like he's a lock top 10 pick.
he probably should have.
So
But I don't know. I'm out on the Falcons.
Yeah. All right. So next team we're going to talk about is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They have won this division 4 years in a row, looking to make it 5. They've got an over-under win total of 9.5. Made the playoffs last year. Broke my heart against the Commanders. They were this close, but couldn't get it done. And they lost Liam Cohen this offseason. Didn't make a ton of free agency moves. They brought in Hassan Reddick for whatever that means in 2025. But they drafted Emeka Egbuka to the surprise of some with the 18th pick in the draft. Paid Chris Godwin a lot of money, even though he might miss the start of the season. And this offense was electrifying last year. They were 4th in points per game, 3rd in yards per game. They were 1st in 3rd down percentage. They were 4th in red zone percentage. They were on fire last year. The big weakness was the secondary. And on paper, they didn't make a ton of moves to improve their secondary, but they were missing their best safety, Antoine Winfield, for about half the season. That's going to make a difference with him being back. I believe Jamel Dean missed a good amount of time, too, who's their top corner. I could be wrong on that. Yeah, he did. Okay. But against the run, they were damn near elite. I mean, they were 7th in yards. They were 7th in fewest yards per run, and they were 3rd in total rushing yards given up per game. Part of that is because they were just so bad against the pass that teams were just lighting them up in the secondary. But they've also got one of the best run stoppers in the NFL, if not the best, in Vita Vea. And at 9.5, I'm going with the over here. I think the Bucs win the division again, and I'm obviously the biggest Bucs fan. Well, I think I'm the biggest Bucs fan on this podcast. Apparently, some people have reservations about that. That's fine. But as long as Baker Mayfield is in a Bucs jersey, as long as Mike Evans is in a Bucs jersey, I'm taking the over every time. But I do really believe in this team. I think Todd Bowles can make best use out of his guys. So I'm taking the over here.
I'll start off with this. Tristan Wirfs.
Yeah, that sucks. That's brutal.
Yeah, that is rough.
What I'll say about that is I don't know how long he's supposed to be out.
He's on the pup.
He's on the pup, right? So he's going to miss the first 4 games.
He's probably going to end up missing the first 4 games.
You could take him off the pup up until the season starts.
Yeah.
You can. But the problem is he's still on one crutch, apparently, or at least he's walking.
Yeah.
He's walking. I don't know if he's really doing any work whatsoever yet. That's not a good sign because that is potentially, not even potentially, that's the best left tackle in the NFL. That's going to hurt any team, losing a guy like that. So I'm curious, honestly, what the first 4 games of the season for the Buccaneers look like because it could be a tough start. Not having Wirfs is going to make a huge difference, and you can't really just replace a guy like that. Like Godwin, obviously, set to miss some games. You could replace him because you have a guy like a Emeka Egbuka. You have a Jalen McMillan. That's replaceable. You can't replace Tristan Wirfs. You can't replace the best left tackle in the NFL. So,
at Atlanta, at Houston, versus the Jets, versus Philly, their first 4.
brother, 3 out of those 4 are terrifying pass rushes.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. No, they are.
They are. Yeah. I can't argue that. I think the Bucs are a team that can mask some of the deficiencies that not having Wirfs has because they have such great playmakers in Evans, Egbuka, Bucky, even Rashad White can catch passes out of the backfield. Baker can get down the field himself or stretch plays. So I think they can get by without him. I don't think it's a death sentence in the first 4 games without him.
Yeah, their offense is so high-powered is why, I'm first of all smashing the over with you. I agree. They're just far and away the best team in their division, not even close. And they just have playmakers on top of playmakers on top of playmakers on offense. Yes, you miss Wirfs the first 4 games at least. Not really worried about it. You might come out of that 2-2 the rest of the season. I'm not worried about their division's so weak. Saints 2 free wins. Falcons you're taking probably 2. Take 1 from the Panthers. It's just easy work for this Buccaneers team, I think.
I don't know if it's as simple as that. I don't know if we could just pencil in Tristan Wirfs to be back at full strength after 4 weeks. There's kind of no real timetable on it, right? I know you're kind of looking it up right now. There's not really a timetable on it. It's just
last update was a week and a half.
He's
ago.
on the pup and he's still on a crutch. So the way he got knee surgery, man. He's not. I don't think after 4 weeks he's gonna come back and be 100% himself. And I don't see it as simple as you could just mask up losing the best left tackle in all of football. I think
I said some of the deficiencies you can mask them. I don't think you can't just schematically anyway. You can't replace Tristan Wirfs. I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, I just think not having him the whole thing could go he's probably the most important piece of their offense.
Yeah,
being a franchise left tackle, you need that, and would they go get Charlie Heck from the 49ers? That's who's going to start in front of him? What the heck? You know what I'm saying?
Who the heck?
Who the heck?
And I know we love Baker, and I mess with Baker too. Baker's 2 words: must see television. But can he do it again another new. I mean, this guy has had probably over his 8-year NFL career, he's probably had like 12 offensive coordinators. I mean, and again, he's getting another new offensive coordinator. And I know they have the infrastructure to where you think like, oh, like a lot of things will just carry over and be the same, but I don't know if it's as simple as that, especially going into your first 4 games with a new offensive coordinator without your franchise left tackle. I just think the way their offseason has gone, like, I just look at them and, like, that's a team that's going to regress. And, like, I love the team. I really do. Like, if Tristan Wirfs is going into the season healthy, it's probably an easy over. But I just don't feel confident about, and it's the NFL, like, there's turnover and shit like that. So, like, I don't really love their defense either. Vita Vea is a stud. I like a lot of their young pieces, but they're not, a great defense in terms of stopping the pass. Their, secondary is meh. I like Zion McCollum. He's cool. Jamel Dean might be the epitome of meh too, but Antoine Winfield obviously an All-Pro, but
Jamel Dean's a good football player.
He's all right. I mean, their defense is just like pretty mid as a whole, as a unit.
Yeah, I don't like their defense much.
It's a tall task for Baker, man. It's a tall task for Baker. I think we could pretty much pencil in that Tristan Wirfs isn't playing the first 4 games. Like I think he's gonna
if he's still on a
stay
clutch,
on the pup, and then it's like what happens after that.
Look, they still have solid offensive linemen. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like
that's the
you lose that position. It's just so like demoralizing. It's just he is the everything.
I think in like the same way that like Darisaw went down last year for the Vikings.
They traded for Cam Robinson though.
Yeah.
Who like
he was good.
Like I hate to say it, Charlie Heck.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like it's not a death sentence to miss Wirfs for 4 games.
Well, and Tristan Wirfs and Darisaw are like completely different tiers of offensive linemen too. Tristan Wirfs is like the best.
That I don't agree with.
Yeah.
They're on different tiers.
You just said Tristan Wirfs
is the best.
Okay, so
but Darisaw is like second or third
really,
best
really
left
good.
tackle in the NFL.
Like, Tristan Wirfs has been that guy for like an extended period of time now.
Agree.
Like it's not.
But it's a big difference
same.
between having a guy in Cam Robinson who has been there, done that, and then a guy in Charlie Heck. Like that's all I'm saying. Like the backup needs to at least be somewhat serviceable. I guess I can't really say anything because who the fuck is that guy? Like who the fuck is that guy? Yeah. But am I gonna get called a casual? Probably. That's fine. I don't really care. But I don't know. You're asking for a lot here, and 10 wins. And if they start 1-3, I'm not sure. I kind of want to see their schedule. I can't lie. I do kind of want to see it.
Are we going through it?
Yeah, we could go through it. I'll host this one if you guys want. But it's also interesting, too, because, like, what made the Bucs get by last year was the fact that they finally figured out how to run the ball.
Yeah.
And that was Liam Cohen. And the guy who you bring in to replace him, sure, he was with the team, but it's, Josh Grizzard, who was the passing game coordinator. So how much of that run scheme is going to carry over, especially missing your franchise left tackle? Like, it's...
I think the Buccaneers...
I don't think it's, they'll probably be, like, around... What's the win total? 9.5?
Yeah. They'll probably be 9 or 10 wins.
They'll be around it. I don't think they're going to be, like, a 4-win team or anything like that, but... 10 wins, I think. What were they last year?
11.
They were.
Around
I think they were 10-7 or 11-6.
Yeah.
One of those two.
I think you have so many veteran offensive players in a Mike Evans, Godwin, Baker, who kind of have their offense set in stone to where the offensive coordinators kind of just plug and play, and you kind of just do the same things that have been laid out for you the last couple of years from the different offensive coordinators. Like, yes, they ran the ball
their
more.
Offense completely changed last year.
It did.
Right, but like, I don't see their new offensive coordinator really straying much from what worked for this personnel last season.
I mean, you would hope so, but
like
at the same time, like
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, no, for sure, but I don't know. It's a tall ask. Like, they were one of the best running games in the entire NFL. Like, Baker was so goddamn good last year, and I mean, like, I can't stress it enough. Like, you can't afford to lose your left tackle, your franchise left
I mean,
tackle.
them losing their offensive coordinator, who was great, and Dave Canales, and the guy who came in to replace him, being better than him. That's the anomaly.
Yes.
That's the anomaly. You know what I mean? Like,
But they also got better on offense. They added Ibuka, who was a top receiver in the draft.
don't have their franchise left tackle going into
Yeah,
the
but
season.
okay, going into the season, he'll be back this season. Like it's
Bro, but I'm saying, like, if I'm looking at this schedule, right, and I'm saying 3 of those 4 games are against probably 3 of the 4 best pass rushes in the entire NFL. The Eagles and the Texans are definitely 2 of the top, like, 3 pass rushes in the NFL.
Yeah.
And then the Jets,
Are
you guys have a solid ass pass rush.
they're not a top 3 pass rush.
2 of those games are against top 3 pass rushing teams. That's
Okay.
The Falcons, who
So
have
none.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, so if you want to chalk those games up to, I told you, you come out of that 2-2 and you're happy.
I think you come out 1-3.
thing is, the schedule lines up for them to go on a run at the end, I will say. So, like, and we've seen them do exactly that, go on a run at the end of the season. So I will give them that. We'll go through the schedule. So, predicting the Buccaneers 2025 schedule. Week 1 at Atlanta.
It's a win for the Bucs.
Probably a W.
I'm gonna give
Yeah,
them
we
a
just
win, yep.
gave them a W in the other one. So, yeah, W.
All right, 1-0, traveling to Houston in week 2.
L.
I'll give you the L. Yeah, the pass rush gets to them. Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Week 3, they are home against the New York Football Jets.
W.
They'll beat the Jets.
Decisions made.
Week 4, they're home against the Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champions.
L.
That's an L.
Yeah, that's an L.
Week 5, they travel to Seattle.
W.
Probably a W.
Okay, so we're what, 3-2?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, week 6 at home versus the 49ers.
L.
W.
They're losing to the Niners, bro.
Were they not
Going W.
straight up better than the Niners last season?
Bro, can we not include last season, though? Because the Niners' entire fucking team
What
was...
are we supposed to go off of then, my homie?
Brother,
My homie.
How we project them for this
Time
year.
to fuck out, yo.
using the team that was just on the field the last time we seen
the problem was the team that was just on the field last year is not the team that's going to be on the
But the
field
Niners
this
lost
year.
a lot of guys.
Bro.
You can argue the Niners
We
got
went
worse.
through the Niners schedule and had trouble with teams that really you wouldn't think
The
we'd have
Buccaneers
trouble
are
with, but-
Yeah, we
really
still had
good
them at
team.
10-7, 11-6. Like, regardless,
It's an
we
easy
still had them at
schedule.
that.
All right.
Okay, that's fine, but, like,
It's up to you, Tom.
I
I
just
said W.
don't think
Okay.
it's that... Oh, God.
All right, 4-2, week 7, travel to Detroit.
L.
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 Okay, 4-3, week 8, easy one here, travel to New Orleans.
W.
W.
All right, we go into the bye, and then we come out of the bye 5-3. 5-3, week 10 versus the Patriots.
W.
I'm giving a win.
All right, we're 6-3. Sorry, Matty J. I see you nodding your head. 6-3, week 11 at Buffalo.
L.
L.
All right, 6-4, week 12 at the Rams.
W.
L.
I'll give him an L.
All right, 6-5.
Yeah.
That's math. 6-5. This is where the schedule definitely opens up for them to go on a run here. Week 13 at home versus the Cardinals.
W.
W.
Yeah, 7-5.
Week 14 at home versus the Saints.
W.
8-5.
Week 15 at home versus the Falcons.
W.
W.
9-5.
9-5. Week 16 on the road versus Carolina.
W.
I'll give him an L.
I think they split them.
Yeah.
9-6.
All right, 9-6. Didn't we just do the Panthers schedule
Oh,
and
did
give
we?
them the this week?
Oh shit! I don't think
We
they're
did
sweeping.
give 'em
I'm
the
sorry,
Okay,
but I don't
we
think
did.
they're.
Alright.
I don't think they're sweeping both the Panthers and the Falcons.
So you want to
You
give?
want to change the
yeah.
other
we'll
Panther?
change the Falcon. We'll change the Falcon 1, 2.
But I feel like we had the Bucks sweeping them in the Panthers.
We didn't do the Falcon schedule. So that's why I'm saying we could keep the
What
Panthers.
about the Panthers?
I said I don't see them sweeping both the Panthers and the
Okay,
Falcons.
I got you.
Yeah.
So
So we'll give them an L against the Falcons.
So you want to make them 9-6 right now?
yes,
Okay.
they are 9-6.
Okay. 9-6, week 17 at the Dolphins.
W.
Yeah, probably a W.
And then week 18 at home versus the Panthers.
W.
Yeah, I guess so.
11-6.
Damn. I guess it is a pretty easy over.
Well,
What's their line? 9.5.
I don't think it's a pretty easy over. It was you
didn't
kind
know-
of had no chance here
Yeah.
because you had the two
Yeah,
Bucks
yeah,
guys
yeah.
going again.
So that's why I said, like, when it came down to, like, the Panthers, I said L because I'm like, damn, we haven't really.
No, you
they
guys
haven't
gave
gotten
them
upset
no
once.
toss-ups.
Yeah.
No toss-up L's.
I mean, all right, so give
No,
them the
no,
Niners
it's
and it's
you
still
guys
10.
doing
no,
it.
I mean,
It's you guys
no,
doing
I'm just making a point. Like, take the Niners and it's still 10, you know?
I think the Patriots could beat them, too, to be quite honest.
Patriots
with
can
you, but-
absolutely, anyone can
So
beat them. It's
10.
the NFL.
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess so. It's an over. There you go.
I just feel like in the beginning of us talking about them, like they started the season 6-5. Like, I think the end
the
of
schedule
their
opens
schedule,
up for them
yeah,
for sure.
100%.
So
yeah.
it's really just about like I know you think it's as simple as like they have the same players, so the offense will be good. The coordinator doesn't matter, but like hopefully this guy figures it out and like that's what it has to be. Like they have to not only just have the good schedule, but the offense has to like hit a stride because
Again.
it's football, so like they could, you know what I mean? Like they could lose to the Dolphins for all we
Yeah, they
fucking
could.
know. You
Yeah,
know what I
that's why
mean?
said
Like
it's the NFL, yeah.
Like yeah, so like
At the end of last season, they didn't have Godwin or Ibuka, and now you add two.
I know, but Liam Cohen
Top
was
40
fucking,
receivers?
Liam Cohen was coordinating a master class
was.
down this
I
stretch.
get
really
that, but
was.
you don't have to be as good of a coordinator when you have Ibuka and Chris Godwin. Am I wrong?
I still think you got to be some semblance of a decent coordinator, though.
No, duh. It's the NFL. I know that. I'm just saying it makes it easier when you
also-
have good players.
Pick two really good coordinators. I don't think it's a leap
Todd
to say
Bowles
they get it right
Todd
again,
Bowles has
you
been
know what
very
I
good
mean?
at
Like,
picking his coordinators.
Not saying they
I'll
get a
say
guy
that,
that's
but-
as good or better than Cohen.
You know what they say, bro? Fool me one time, shame on you. Fool me twice, can't put the blame on you.
Fool me three times.
Fucking peace on.
So moving on to the AFC South, there's a brand new excitement in Nashville, Tennessee, and it is in the form of the number 1 overall pick, Cam Ward, not in the form of all the bars on Broadway. They are amazing, and they will be a lot of fun for a lot of people going to those Titans games to see whether this team can turn it all around. I think Cam Ward is the truth. I think he's that guy. I feel strongly about the future of the Titans. Do I necessarily feel strongly about this year? I don't know just yet. Maybe these guys could swing my opinion on it, but year 2 of the offensive line changes could actually come to serious fruition for one of the worst offensive lines over the last few years. Bill Callahan, legendary offensive line coach, going to get them boys right. And then the rest of the team, they're going to have to figure it out. But I do believe in Cam Ward. I do believe in the number 1 overall pick. I think the Titans are going to be fun this year. I think it's going to be interesting. Over-under is set at 6.5. God bless.
Thanks.
Dean, if you want attention
man's-
that bad, go ahead and have the
That
floor.
was a grown man sneeze, man.
That was loud.
I like the Titans actually. I think they made the right pick. They needed a quarterback with Cam Ward. I thought that was great. What are you laughing at, bro?
I'm just giggly, man.
giggly.
I'm just giggly.
They still got Calvin Ridley, his old self. Tony Pollard, Tajay Spears. I like their offense. I don't know much about their defense. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really watch a ton of Titans football. So
It's
I'm gonna need-
ass.
It's not good.
That's probably why I don't know much about it.
They got Meatloaf, Gallows' boy. Tavondre Sweat, his Madden AKA card was T. Meatloaf.
Jeez.
T-Dot Meatloaf.
Yeah.
Crazy nickname for somebody.
They
He was
did
an
also.
It was a
animal.
loaf of meat.
He was one of the all-time Madden goats, actually.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, he was.
Did you get
They
mad?
made him a running back at the end of the year, actually.
What?
Yeah, they made him a running back at the end. Remember that running back Meatloaf? He was tough.
Did he have any speed?
I mean, yeah, it was the end of the year. He was
99
like
speed.
basically a golden ticket. Yeah.
Nice. That's fire. What do
So-
you got, Dean? They
so
needed a
the-
quarterback.
They needed a quarterback, and they made some investments on the offensive line to protect their number 1 pick in signing Dan Moore to quite a huge contract, and Kevin Zeitler, right guard. So a couple new pieces on the offensive line. Offense looks okay. Defense looks terrible. I'll probably take the under on their line.
Yeah, we just did the NFC South, and I couldn't give the Falcons 8 wins. I'm not giving the Titans 7 wins. It's the under. 6.5 is just a little too high for a team that just had the number 1 pick. I'm excited to see Cam Ward in the NFL.
Can't wait.
He's very confident in his abilities too. He's been hyping himself up a little bit. Did make investments into the offensive line, which again, I think when you have a rookie quarterback and your number 1 goal is make his life as easy as possible, and that's the best place to start. So, starting the rebuild off the right way, but not this year, man.
Yeah, I mean, just not much to get excited about here. Like, Cam Ward hoops should be fun, but other than that, I mean, the playmakers are weak. Like, Calvin Ridley, I love Calvin Ridley, but, I mean...
Apparently A-tier receiver in the NFL.
Yeah, apparently
Right.
we're missing something with Calvin Ridley.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Alec Alexander will eventually be in there. I mean, you're not going the whole season with Tyler Lockett and Van Jefferson out there, so...
Probably not.
Gunnar Helm had a good preseason game at tight end, but, I mean, other than that... I mean, the O-line should be really good. Well, no. The O-line should
Much
be better than it was.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
that, having
Much
Callahan
better.
there, being the offensive line whisperer. Hopefully he, sees some improvement out of J.C. Latham because he was... I'm pretty sure he played left tackle last year, and
Yeah.
now they're moving him back to right tackle.
He was a right tackle in college.
Right, so that
So-
should help him. Overpaid for Dan Moore, just so you were able to do that. So that should help him out. So hopefully J.C. Latham has a breakout year. But in terms of the defensive side of the ball, I mean, this is one of the worst secondaries in the league. I mean, L'Jarius Sneed, how the mighty have fallen, just not good last year, getting toasted week in, week out. And then other than that, I mean, it's just, I can't even name another corner on this team. I know it's like technically our job, but like Jarvis Brownlee Jr. is their cornerback too. Like, couldn't tell you anything about Jarvis Brownlee Jr. So
I got
Pretty-
nothing.
pretty easy under for me here. And I mean, their pass rush is weak too. Like, Meatloaf is, a run stopper. Like, Jeffrey Simmons is,
Can't do it all by himself.
right. And he's a great player, but like, what makes Jeffrey Simmons great is how he plays in the run game. Like, he's not, an elite pass rusher.
Very good pass rusher, but not good enough.
Good
Yeah.
pass rusher, but like what makes him elite is how he stops the run, and fills up space. So like I think their pass rush overall is going to be pretty weak. So yeah, really, really bad defense. So yeah, easy under for me here.
Yeah, they'll be investing a lot in this defense in the offseason for sure. I got to give some credit where it's due. Nick has been the biggest Cam Ward guy for the longest time.
He really has.
Yo, good shit, bro.
He might be the truth.
Yeah, bro. Come on, bro. Thank you, Nick.
Yeah. Thank you, Nick. Yeah, I mean, he might be the truth, bro. He's made some throws in the preseason that have just been silly.
Yeah, it was pretty cool that he threw a dime to Van Jefferson, but
drop
in
it?
classic Van Jefferson fashion, he dropped it, and then Cam Ward went to the podium and just said, like, yo, I'll throw a better ball next time. Like, that's on me. So that was
you do.
pretty cool.
That's a king right there.
No, that's a leader.
That's a
man.
franchise
You don't
quarterback.
throw your
Good
receiver
shit,
under
yeah.
the bus, even though it was clearly his fault. That just never makes sense. Like, if it's clearly his fault, everyone's going to know that. Why would you say that? You know what I mean?
Because
Like,
it's
Just
about
saying the
those,
right thing,
take
being
the,
like
no, that's what I'm
politically
saying. Like,
correct.
do the my player route. You know what I mean? Say what you got to say.
Nah, you got to add to the team chemistry.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
He's
don't
saying like
throw-
it doesn't do him any good to
Right,
throw him under
right,
the
doesn't
bus.
do you any
Everybody
good.
already knows.
Everyone already knows he dropped
It just makes
When
you
You
look like
guys
a better
played
team.
my career, like you were going for those my career like chemistry points, or
I
like
was always
you were-
nice.
Depends.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was
me too.
I was honest, bro. I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
lie.
it depends.
I was honest.
Nah, I was always giving them the props, bro. My
Yeah,
team
I would
was-
like feel bad even though it's not real. You know what I mean? Like I would like.
That guy's got a family.
Yeah.
I don't want them talking bad about me on first take. Like I don't want them saying like, he's a piece of shit. Like I don't need that.
Like in CFB, they had like a role playing like text message thing in the Road to Glory, and it'd be like rat your like college teammate out for this thing, and it'd be like, I don't want to rat him out, bro. That's
We
messed
ain't
up.
rats.
No.
Yeah,
Rats.
seriously. I know it's a video game, but like, come on, let's be rational.
Yeah, bro. Don't go out on that Saturday night after the game. What are we doing?
Word.
Jeez.
Take us to a more exciting place.
A make or break year for Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars. 2 years removed from making the playoffs and winning a playoff game in dramatic fashion. The Jaguars' win total is set at 7.5. Made the splash move of the NFL draft, trading up from pick 5 to pick 2 to go get generational prospect Travis Hunter. This is a tough one because, like most of these teams in the AFC South, besides one of them, the defense is pretty bad. I really don't like their defense.
This is rough.
It's bad.
I'm
Yeah.
The line's
thinking.
okay.
What, the D-line? Yeah, the
Yeah.
D-line's good. Josh Hines Allen, one of my all-time favorites, actually. Trayvon Walker has been really,
Underrated.
really good, yeah. Trayvon Walker is like the Andrew Wiggins of number one draft picks in the NFL.
Underappreciated,
He's
just does his
solid,
job.
because they
He's
think
cool.
he's a bust. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
It just so happens that the guy drafted behind him was
Way better.
arguably the best in the league
Yeah.
at a point.
It's tough with this team because they really were bad last year. Trevor Lawrence was just like not good. Like, I really think for as bad as the defense is, like, it's probably just as simple as like how good could Trevor Lawrence be, right? In this division, like if
Sure.
Trevor Lawrence is, that guy, I think they could get to the 7-8 win range. I mean,
And if Liam Cohen is everything he's supposed to be, then yeah.
yeah, there's no reason this offense shouldn't take like a massive leap forward.
I think the defense is going to be better than we think it will be, honestly, in a weird way. I don't know why.
Don't like their.
I don't know why. Yaya Diaby.
Yaya
Diaby's PFF.
Yeah, Diaby's a stud. We didn't even mention.
We talked
him
about the
before.
Bucks.
No, we
30
didn't.
minutes
He's
ago.
mad good, though.
Nah, he is mad good. I just really, really don't like their secondary. I think Tyson Campbell freaking sucks, dude.
And I think it's weird that they have Trav running with the twos on defense. I don't know if it's like a load managing thing in the preseason, or if it's like
Yeah,
they're
I
actually
don't know
just
how much he's gonna play on defense.
I think they're
Or-
just going to use him as a receiver.
right. I think they're just gonna only use him in emergency on defense.
Which sucks,
They're-
man.
yeah.
Such a good corner.
They're gonna
dude.
have a lot of emergencies though, because their secondary's horrible.
I just feel like there's
I'm
a
not so sure he's as good of a corner as we all think he really is.
he's
to
just
be
a
honest.
sick athlete. I feel like there's a space for him like at safety. Like somewhere to make. I know safeties have to tackle. I get it,
He's not
but
a
like
tackler.
somewhere he could just make a play. You know.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with the under here.
What was it, 7.5?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's tough to do.
Jeez.
I just like
These are
It's
so
like Vegas
difficult,
knows,
man.
bro.
yeah, it's like
Go
Vegas.
line.
No, Pete always says, it's I'm a big Liam Cohen believer because what he did with the Bucks last year, it was really, really impressive. I mean, he's got Trevor Lawrence, who everyone's just waiting. Well, a lot of people are waiting for him to just finally become what he was promised to be. Some people just think he
The
sucks.
prince
but,
that was promised.
right.
Right now he's Daniel Jones.
Hey,
Wow.
Aren't their
don't
stats like
disrespect.
equal?
Don't disrespect
Yeah,
Daniel Jones
pretty much.
like that.
Yeah, wow. Okay. A lot being said. Brian Thomas Jr. I think is going to be used all over the field. I think that Liam Cohen's just going to get the most out of him. Travis Hunter is obviously a terrific playmaker, and then Tank, Tootin, and ETN. I think it didn't look
It's a
like
law firm. What a law
Tank,
firm.
Tootin, and ETN.
Tank, Tootin,
It was-
ETN.
the Bucks backfield wasn't impressive going into last season either, and look how that turned around. So I think he can do something similar here. Just rattle off some stats. They were 26th in points per game on offense, 25th in yards per game, 25th in rushing yards per game. It was ugly. Now a lot of that, Trevor Lawrence was hurt for a lot of the year. You had Mac Jones out there, and Mac Jones hoops are not fun hoops unless you're a Brian Thomas fantasy owner apparently. But anyway, and then on the other side of the ball, defense, they were 27th in points per game, 31st in yards per game, last in passing yards per game, and last in takeaways. So I think they have no choice but to use Travis Hunter on that side of the ball. Like, they need his playmaking ability. They need some big stops on defense, and they're going to have to put him out there. And, it's pretty cool when you're really bad at both sides of the ball and you get one guy that can help you on both sides of the ball. It's pretty helpful. So I'm really, really excited to see how they deploy Travis Hunter.
By the way, my fear has already come true. Travis Hunter's already a little banged up.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's precautionary though.
I don't know. I don't like that. It's already preseason. It's his first preseason, and the dude is already getting banged up. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I feel like they just didn't do enough defensively to get better to where I feel confident about this team. I know 7.5 wins isn't too many, but I mean, you just rattled off the stats. I think in terms of where they were last year, they're probably going to be around the same range in terms of overall defense. I just
They
what
picked
got
up
better?
Jordan Lewis. Good,
Cool, yeah.
slot corner, but
How much is a
Yeah.
How much is Jordan Lewis doing
right?
for
How
you?
much is a nickel going
You
to
were-
change your defense
You were
around?
dead last in passing yards allowed per game. It's tough.
maybe they're getting healthy. That secondary was banged up last year.
I'm gonna take the over.
It also is just
at
bad.
8. I'm gonna take the over at 8. By the way, I don't know. I'm gonna do it for my boy Liam.
Oh God.
Yeah, I
He's
really
gonna make up for that
trust
terrible
Liam
Duval.
Cohen, but
I don't.
No,
know.
I agree. It's an ugly one. It's a tough one.
This is all these teams.
like it's
are
also
difficult.
like we want Liam Cohen to come in and do what he did in Tampa, but also like I know you said like going into it, the Bucs running back room wasn't those guys, but like Bucky Irving, as we all know, is that guy.
Right.
Like I don't think Bucky Irving is a product of Liam. Like his stats were, but Bucky Irving
Agreed.
is that
Yeah,
guy.
agreed.
Like I don't believe in Travis Etienne, Tank Bigsby, and Tootin like that. I don't believe in their O-line the way I believed in last year's Tampa O-line. You know, this team is just really lacking like high-end superstar talent, really, aside from BTJ. Like, I mean, even on the defensive end, like, Josh Hines Allen is awesome if he was, like, the second or third best defensive player on your team, not the guy who's supposed to be your
Anchor,
entire
yeah.
defense. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
they're just really, really, really lacking, like, the high-end talent that you need to really be a great football team. So,
In like the trenches specifically. Right.
Yeah, I mean,
all over. I mean, you look at the quarterback position, lacking high-end talent there. Running back, real weak. Receivers should be really good, like Brian Thomas Jr. is that guy, but offensive line, meh.
I gotta.
Defensive line, good, but meh. Like, good individual players, but meh. You don't feel great about
Right.
Trayvon Walker. He puts up good stats, but he's just, like, overall in the grand scheme of things, he cool.
It's a good play.
Josh Hines Allen, cool. Fuyese Oluokun, he's going to get a lot of tackles, but in the grand scheme of things, he's just cool.
That's because they all catch passes, so he has to tackle people.
Right,
also.
right,
Like,
literally. That's what it is. That's what
Somebody's
it's
gotta
been
make
with,
the tackle, yeah.
what's his name, who led the league in tackles the past 2 years.
Kate Ellis, was it?
No, the guy from the Colts, Zaire Franklin.
Oh, Zaire Franklin,
yeah.
He's not that great. He just has to tackle
gotta-
all the
somebody's
time.
gotta
Like,
tackle.
Football player.
No, he's
good.
good. He's
Good
good.
football
He's
player.
good. He's good. I'm just saying, like, the leading the league in tackle stat is not like a product of how good you are at football. It's typically guys on really bad defenses that allow a lot
Just
of passing
gotta,
yards.
yeah, just
Right.
gotta get
Yep.
Right.
tackles.
So yeah, I mean, overall, they're just so mid everywhere across the board.
Yeah,
I just-
fuck, man. I think I'm taking the under, and I think I'm gonna say this. Oh man, way too early prediction for this, but I don't think Trevor's a Jaguar next year.
I think they rock it out one more year. Give Liam Cohen a chance to build this thing up. Get another really good draft pick.
Yeah, I
I
think.
don't think he's a Jaguar next year.
Who's that?
If they end up with a
Trevor.
decent pick, I don't think Trev's a Jag. I think he gets traded.
I just think there's so many holes on the team that, like, you want to, like, you want to, like, build off of what you are trying to do here, not restart the whole thing over. I
But
think.
that's exactly my point.
I guess
There-
that's why you trade Trev
Yes.
and get a guy on a rookie contract. Yeah. I don't know.
because there's so many holes, and you have a guy making $50 million, and there will be a team that's competing right now that is gonna need a quarterback. I think he's a Ram. 2 first-round picks next year. I think he's a Ram.
That's interesting.
That is definitely
So-
interesting. Yeah.
But
Kids
I can
call
see
that
the thought
FFT.
process. I just feel like NFL teams
thought,
aren't
yeah.
like quick to part with. Like Trevor Lawrence has been bad. Like it really just is dependent on how bad he is this year. But I think with Liam Cohen, he has to take a step.
even if he does,
Right, I think he takes a step forward, but then like the team just still needs to figure things out,
Right.
which
If
is
he takes
why
a
you
step
want to
forward,
keep
they're not
him
trading
there.
him.
Right, I agree.
Yeah.
it's
I
just
agree.
not going to happen.
I agree.
I agree.
I don't know.
Unless he's like a colossal failure, which at that point, like,
Can you even trade him?
right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Like, because if you trade Trev, then it's like, let's just trade everyone aside from BTJ and
I
Trev.
think that
Right.
might be the best case scenario for them.
but NFL teams don't just.
Yeah, I was gonna say NFL
Do
teams
that.
don't really do that.
I don't know, man. They are far. And they have a
Super far.
$50 million quarterback. They are far.
They are. They
so
just traded up for Travis Hunter.
that's what I'm saying.
100%,
Like,
but it's the Jaguars at the end of the day. No matter what they do, it's not going to work.
True.
good point.
Yep.
I have the Indianapolis Colts, who, with their first round pick, they took Tyler Warren. Currently have a QB battle with Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson. Yeah, I mean,
That's inspiring.
I think I think their defense is pretty solid. I don't think they're really a hot topic, but their offense is really the point of emphasis of what everybody's been talking about this year. They have the playmakers. They have Michael Pittman, who's a veteran receiver who's solid. Josh Downs, who's a really dynamic slot receiver. They added Tyler Warren with the 14th overall pick, who's an absolute demon at Penn State, used him all over the field, had a couple rushing touchdowns, had a couple passing touchdowns, had 1,300 receiving yards, went on an absolute heater. But it all comes down to who gets him the ball. And it's really, really bad out there.
Can that guy get him the ball?
Oh, it don't look like.
Yeah,
It don't look like either of them could really do it. And, even when Anthony Richardson does flash, he gets hurt immediately. And it's like, how much can you really just gain the momentum and lose all of it over and over and over again? He needs to just stay healthy. And with the way he plays, I just don't see it happening for him. He's just a fragile guy.
Yeah.
It's tough with I like their offseason a lot. I mean, they signed Xavier Howard today, actually, but they signed Cam Bynum, Charvarius Ward.
Xavier Howard didn't retire?
Nope.
No, he's a Colt.
He just came back, yeah.
He came out of retirement.
He came out of retirement?
I don't know if he
was
retired or if he was just sent to the shadow realm of the NFL.
He definitely signed with the Colts
officially
today.
hung them up.
I don't think so. But yeah, officially a Colt.
Came back to play for the Colts.
He did.
Smart.
But
You gonna pull what's his name? Vontae
Davis.
He gonna
When
be out of
Vontae
there
was
by
with the
week
Bills,
4.
rest in peace. Vontae
Yeah.
was with the Bills. Oh my God, yeah.
So, yeah, Cam Bynum, Charvarius Ward, I think are two really good additions for them. Brought in Danny Dimes for what it's worth. And they hired Staten Island legend Lou Anarumo to be their defensive coordinator. And more than anything, I think this team needed a culture shock, especially on that side of the ball. I mean, obviously the biggest storyline for them last year was Anthony Richardson quitting mid-game. So that screams culture problems. They were 30th in defensive penalties per game last year. So that also is another thing that a lot of when you're that bad at it, that's coaching. For a big chunk of it is coaching and just discipline. 24th in points per game on offense, 29th on defense. I'm sorry. They were 24th in points per game, 29th in yards allowed per game, 23rd in rushing yards per game, and 26th against passing yards allowed per game. This defense was terrible last year. And their offense wasn't much better. I mean, Jonathan Taylor's still a stud, so they can still get a good run game going. Shane Steichen can scheme up an offense, but I don't know, man. I'm scarred from Daniel Jones as my quarterback, so 8 games is a lot. I mean, at his best, it was 15 passing touchdowns, and they did make the playoffs for what it's worth. But a lot went right for the Giants that year, as we now know. So I think they won like 8 games last year, though, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm at with it. They won 8 games last year. Think this division takes a step back.
I mean,
it's a tough one, man.
This division fucking sucks, dude.
It's bad.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's bad.
Oh, God.
I don't think the division takes a step back, though. No, all the teams are technically better on paper.
Yeah, I don't think the division can take a step back because it was bad last year.
Ooh.
The division.
Yeah.
I don't think it can take a step back.
Fair. Yeah.
I think they'll
Everyone's
all
theoretically
actually
better on paper, right?
I think they'll all be better,
guess,
but
yeah.
that's not saying much in terms of
Yeah.
like
I
the
think it
Jags
just cancels out to where everyone's just the same.
Everyone's just the
right?
same. Okay, yeah, I can.
Jags
get
and
behind
Titans
that.
might be better, but like I think
The Colts do find a way to get
Titans
around
might be
7
better.
or 8 points.
That's where I'm at.
No,
like
Jags
they're
and
gonna
Titans might
get
be
It's a
better.
good
at least
one.
7.
They're going to be
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
They're definitely going to be around the range. Like
Jags might.
I find it hard to believe like the Colts will win like 4.
Yeah, I was talking about the
We're having
Titans.
2
though.
different conversations. I find it hard to believe like the Colts will win like 4 games
I
or
agree.
something like that. Like I think they'll be around this range. But man,
I think Anarumo got scapegoated too in Cincinnati.
Oh,
I think he's actually a
100%.
really
his
good
defense will
defensive
be much
coordinator.
improved.
He was never
Yeah.
given the personnel.
This is gonna be a good defense this
Yeah.
year. I almost just
man.
feel it.
I don't know if they'll be good, but I think they'll be much improved from where they were last year, 100%. I don't love that they lost 2 important offensive line pieces, though.
Brian
Yes.
Kelly and
Will Fries. So
Yeah.
I'm not really a big fan of that and, like, just not replacing them at all, really. I mean, Tanner Tortellini, bro. Like, who the hell is that?
Have we taken the over? Who have we taken the over?
I took the over on Jacksonville and the under on Tennessee. So that's why and
I'm
I know
going
I know where I'm at with the next team too. So
Yeah, next team will be boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
But,
I'm taking an under on this.
Yo,
team.
let's do their schedule.
Colts?
Yeah, let's see where we.
we can do it.
where
I
we
like the
reside.
Colts.
Yeah.
Who wants?
Dean, host
Dean, you
this
got
one.
it?
Host us on the Colts schedule, bro. We need to get your bias out of there because we know you're rooting for them. Because Anthony Richardson's your guy. So we'll get your bias out of here. We'll have unbiased analysts do the Colts schedule.
All right. What's the hook?
Hit us with that, like, I don't know. Predicting the Colts 2025 record or schedule, however you say it.
Whatever flows.
Yeah.
Predicting the 2025 Colts record. Week
You're welcome.
1, they're at home against Miami.
I'll give them a W. I hate the Dolphins.
Miami ain't winning a game according to
I was
us.
gonna say we've given them 3
Nah, I
losses.
want to give the Dolphins the win here. That's my vote. So
Okay.
it's on you.
Oh man, what are the Dolphins good at? Maybe scoring this year. I'm gonna give the Colts the W.
All right. So the Colts start 1-0. Week 2 at home against Denver.
Loss.
Hell,
Oh,
they're getting,
yep.
they're getting the brakes beat off them.
All right. So they're 1-1 going to Tennessee.
Let's give the Titans the win.
Yeah.
Let's give
Really?
them the splitteroo.
Titans got to win a game.
Titans got to win eventually.
They gotta
Let's
win a
give
game.
them the division game. Let's give the Titans the win here.
Yeah.
What we say about Bryce Young? The coming out party. This is the coming
Nah,
out
it's too
party for
early.
Cam
It's too
Ward.
early.
All right.
Way too early.
So they're 1-2 traveling to LA to face the Rams.
Nah, it's an L.
That is an L.
Loss.
All right. 1-3 at home against the Raiders.
I'm gonna say W. Wait, I don't even know. Did we go through? I
No,
don't
we
even know
didn't
if we
do
went through the
the
Raiders schedule.
No, we can't do it based off like the past.
Yeah,
ones. We
yeah,
gotta
it's
leave
just-
those in the past.
things
It's too
change.
much to keep up with.
You already know people are gonna say something about that though.
It's fine.
Yeah, whatever. I want to pick the Raiders, but also I feel like the deeper we get into the schedule, the harder time I'm gonna find giving the Colts wins.
Yeah, I think we should have gave him a win the last week, so I'll give him a win this week.
Yeah, we give them the win here.
Sure. Okay.
All right. So 2 and
Three.
3 going up against the Arizona Cardinals.
L.
Are they home or away?
They're at home.
W.
Oh man, I'm the deciding factor here.
Oh man, that Cardinals defense might get after.
Yeah, I'm gonna go W. I'm gonna give the Cardinals a W here.
So
Cardinals.
So L for the Colts.
Yes.
All right. So they're 2 and 4. They make another trip to LA, this time against the Chargers.
That's a loss.
That's an L.
L.
All right. So 2 and 5.
Oh boy.
Now they take on Tennessee at home.
W.
Win, yeah.
All right. 3 and 5. They travel to Pittsburgh to play Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, good luck,
That's a
buddy.
loss.
L.
Yeah.
Big time loss,
Alright.
yeah.
Daniel Jones might get killed in that game.
Yep.
So what are
Or
we at?
Anthony Richardson.
Or Anthony
3 and
Richardson.
6.
If he ain't already. 3 and 6.
So week 10, they come back home to play at the Atlanta Falcons.
W.
I think the Falcons take it.
It's fair. I'm not confident about it, but
I'm gonna give it to the Colts. I'm gonna give it to the Colts.
You said
yeah, I said Colts win.
Colts?
Yep.
All right. So the Colts are 4 and 6 going into the bye. They come out of the bye away in Arrowhead against Kansas City.
Loss.
4 and
By
7.
100.
Yeah.
4 and 7. Next up, Houston Texans at home.
Win.
Oh.
L.
Loss,
Sorry.
yeah.
L.
Loss for the Colts.
Against who?
Texans
Houston.
at home.
Oh, L.
4 and 8 going to Jacksonville.
I think they split with Jacksonville, but I'm going to give them the L here.
L.
4 and 9 traveling to Seattle.
L.
L, yeah. Yeah.
4 and 10
This is crazy.
at home against San Francisco.
L.
L.
Bro, they're not going this bad.
I'm
It's
sorry,
not
you
gonna
guys
be
are
this
just
bad.
wrong.
Yeah, I have to agree with Dean. It's not gonna be this bad.
4 and 11.
Wait, you just gave us shit for picking the who'd we pick over the Niners before? Tampa Bay?
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying like they won't beat the Niners. I'm just saying this is
Well,
bad.
you have a voice too. Like what where
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
yeah,
I've
yeah,
been
we're not
outvoted
saying
on it.
anything.
I know
You
I've
didn't
been
say anything
outvoted
for
on
the last-
everything though.
You could
like,
try
to
and
be fair.
convince us.
Yeah,
you haven't,
but
you haven't
you didn't say
spoken.
anything
You're
for the last
just going
3
on the
games.
I think they lose this game. Yeah.
All right.
phone. Okay.
So 4 and 11 at home against Jacksonville.
There's a win.
This is a
Yeah,
W.
there's a win.
All right. 5 and 11 at Houston.
L.
Last game
That's
of
a
the
loss.
season.
Yeah.
So they go 5 and 12.
Hold on.
This is our team. We bleed blue. Yo, they had him at the game.
I know they
did,
did.
yeah, I
they
saw
love
that.
they love this man.
Yeah,
We
texted that shit to
How could
Jason
you not?
Biggles. I said, yo, congrats on making it to the Colts game. Getting on the
All right, so the Colts go 5-12 according to us, under what the betting odds are.
I feel very, very good about it.
I hate that. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a couple games on there, like at Seattle. Like I'm giving the Colts the win.
Ooh, at Seattle's. Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna run all
I'm
over
giving the Colts against Atlanta.
We
I'm giving
gave
the Colts
we gave
against.
The Colts the win.
I'm giving the Colts against Arizona.
It's not easy though. Like they can obviously
They're bad.
not
Yeah,
easy,
They're
but, like,
bad.
As bad
I
as
don't think
their
they're
QB
bad.
situation was last year, they
In
still
terms of
won
the 32
games.
teams in the NFL, they're bad. Yeah.
I think they're a slightly below average team in the NFL. They're probably like the 22nd best team in the league.
They're not a 5-win
the
team.
roster
though.
outside of the quarterback situation is
Solid. I mean, the O-line.
quarterbacks are bad,
God,
and the
never
O-line
mind.
got worse.
Yeah.
And that's not going to make
Quarterbacks,
that's going to
you
make the
can make
quarterbacks
the
even
case that it's the worst in like quarterback room in the league.
And if they
other than
can't throw the
Saints.
football,
Saints.
teams are just going to hone in on the run.
Right.
So it's going to make them way harder. to run the
Defense is
football.
much improved.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
it's a defense that was one of the worst in football last.
They were one of the worst. They were one of the most penalized last year. Yeah.
So
I don't know, man. I just don't know. This division.
I could just see the
sucks.
whole thing like just crumbling because it's like, what is this now? Year 3 of Anthony Richardson.
I
Like,
think year
Year
You
three
brought
of
three
in
of
Steichen.
Daniel
Steichen.
Jones to remedy the
Oh yeah,
situation.
Right,
Steichen's on
like-
the hot seat.
Steichen is on the hot
Steichen's
seat
on the
for
hot
sure.
seat for sure.
Yeah, it could just fall apart.
I could just see it
could
falling
be one of the
apart.
worst in
Like,
the
I
league.
just really, yeah,
whole
Was it
big
Jam
reset.
Ballard?
yeah,
He's out too.
yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a whole reset of the Colts.
Like, bro, you got to think too, like them players, bro. Like, say Anthony Richardson's a week 1 starter, and then they give him like 2 or 3 weeks, and it's same old, same old. Like, those players are gonna check out, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I mean, shit, they checked out last year.
right.
Like I
That's
said,
what I'm saying.
And there were already questions of Steichen's ability to be a locker
Leader?
room leader. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so if that happens again, like,
Yeah.
you ain't winning.
Yeah, they
back.
might
5
be
wins
cooked.
might be like the short end of it, but like
I can see
really
him winning
don't-
7 or 8 games. It's just
They
it's
have a
tough to
tougher
win.
schedule, I will say.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, that's not
Denver,
an easy
Yeah,
schedule.
it's not a
LA,
good
It's not.
schedule.
LA
Arrowhead,
again.
like,
Pitt.
You get AFC West.
yeah, you're in Arrowhead too. Like,
Yeah, I could see
not
them
fun
just
for them.
like
They got some-
completely folding.
they got some
man.
brutal
Yeah.
losses in.
I
there,
like the 5-win prediction, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I feel very, maybe 5 is a stretch, but I feel very, very confident in the under after we just did the schedule.
Yeah, I'd agree.
We just said we were on the fence
I
a
agree
little bit,
too.
like it might be a good line. No, I feel very, very confident in the under.
Yeah, I'll take
Yeah, I
that.
agree.
I'm gonna put some coin on that. Actually, that's how confident I feel.
All right.
Next team.
Might throw a little 25
So-
piece on it.
Yeah, I don't disagree. The final team we're going to talk about is a team that won this division last year, went to the playoffs, won a playoff game because Justin Herbert folded like a lawn chair, but they won a playoff game. They wowed everybody the season prior. C.J. Stroud had what at the time might have been the best rookie season of all time from a quarterback. And then they just had a weird offseason, in my opinion. The Houston Texans are at an over-under win total of 9.5 games, and most notable move for them this year was losing Laremy Tunsil. They traded him away, and they had a really bad offensive line last year, and it isn't getting better. It might be one of, if not the worst offensive lines in football this year. They drafted Jaden Higgins. They added Christian Kirk to that wide receiver room. Obviously, Tank Dell had a catastrophic season last year. And on the offensive line, they added Trent Brown and Cam Robinson, which if you had Laremy Tunsil, I would really like those moves. But you don't. You don't have your staple left tackle. And he was, he had his issues. I know a lot of Texans fans were kind of fed up with him because of the penalties and locker room issues and whatnot, but he was still really good at what he did. And on the other side of the ball, this defense was really good. They were top 10. They were a top 10 unit against the run. They were 3rd in sack percentage, and they were 1st in the lowest completion percentage allowed. So on all levels of the field, the defense is good. But
Derek Stingley's that fucking
Derek
dude.
Stingley is absolutely that dude. He's having an insane run in preseason too.
Yeah,
He's
he
shutting
is.
everybody down. He got paid too, so shout out to him. And on offense, the other thing on offense was they were 28th in red zone scoring percentage, and Diggs was the big red zone guy for them. And then he went down, and obviously he left, so he's not coming back. You get Nico Collins healthy, it should be better. I think I'm going the under though. I don't know. I hate this offensive line, man. And the Joe Mixon stuff isn't helping. I don't think they have a good running back. They don't have a good running back outside of him. And Joe Mixon missing the year, it's gonna be rough for C.J. Stroud. He's gonna be getting rushed from all around him, and then he's not going to be able to lean on his run game. I think he's going to get off to a rough start.
Respect Nick Chubb. That's it. That's all I got to say. Now, I think the Texans are going to be good enough on the back of a very strong defense, probably a top 3 unit in the entire league. I think they're going to go over. I think somebody's got to go over in this division. I took 3 unders in this division alone. Somebody's got to go over, and I do think it's the Houston Texans. I think it's a bounce back for CJ. I think it's a bounce back for this team as a whole. I don't know if the line is going to be good. Something tells me they're going to somehow figure it out this year. I just see it happening this year. I think CJ's going to be all the way back. He's going to be the guy that we thought he was his rookie season, and less of the guy that we saw in his sophomore year. So, yeah, I think the Texans are an over.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's really, like, all this is about. Like, it's a tough task, and I'm not asking him to, be the best quarterback in the league because that's nearly impossible given the situation and infrastructure around him. But, like, it got bad last year at the end of the season, and then he went on and won a playoff game again. But, like, not make or break in a way, but like CJ Stroud, what are you made of? Like, let's bounce back from where we were last year.
How good are you? Like, we know you're good. How good are you?
Right. Like, let's overcome the situation because last year let's keep it a buck. Like, they got to where they were because they had an easy path, which they still do have, and because the defense was great. Like, they were where they were in spite of CJ Stroud, not because of him, but. Yeah. I think C.J. Stroud's that guy. Like, I think he's exactly who we thought he was. I think he does have a bounce back year. And like you said, Matt, you can make a real good case that this is the best defense in all of football. And I think I honestly do feel that way. At all 3 levels, they're pretty freaking loaded.
They might have the best duo at pass rush.
Might have the best NFL. Duo at corner in the entire NFL as well.
Yeah, you know what? You guys are. I think I'm dragging the offensive line. I think they have an elite defense.
So
I don't
think
you're.
I don't know if you're necessarily dragging the O-line.
It's a good line. Like the.
Oh, I thought you meant the O-line. I'm like, no, it's not.
Like the win total line is a good line.
I just think I'm not factoring in the other aspects of this team enough, like how good Stroud is, how good Nico is.
Well, we're about to find out how good Stroud is.
The defense you're penciling them in, like, it's a top
5. Yeah,
it's also this division, like we said, is terrible. Like I gave the Jags the over, but I'm not confident.
I took 3 unders, bro. I can't take 4.
Yeah.
I think at worst they go 5-1 in the division. Yeah, like that's my prediction on it.
Me too. I agree.
That's probably right.
So I'm gonna take the over. I don't feel great about it.
You're falling into quite the decision there.
This is really bad.
It's pretty simple for you, bro.
You think it is?
Yes.
Are people overreacting?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's sick.
You're sharing a team?
Yeah. Me and Jay Baby 90210.
Yeah, it's got to be Jettas. Dang, this really sucks.
Who'd you want? Gibbs?
Your brother took.
Yeah.
Gibbs was the right pick, but I was hoping he took Jettas.
Yeah.
What are you doing with the Texans? See, over.
I'm taking the under. I think the offensive line is a real concern. Given, like, C.J. Stroud's struggles last season, I don't think being rushed even more is going to help him. Having not really much of a run game, if we're assuming Mixon's pretty banged up for most of the year, I don't think that helps anything. I think they're going to be bad on offense. So I'm going to go under on their win total.
There we go. There it is.
It's so tough, man. This O-line really could just be the worst thing ever. Or somehow. Yeah,
Calf got sniped, so I took Neighbors.
Malik Neighbors, baby. But yeah, no, I don't know. I think the Texans, someone's got to win games in this division, and I think it's them. So it really is that simple. You drop them into probably any other division except for the NFC South.
I agree, yeah.
And I'll probably feel very differently about them, but since it's this division, that's just kind of where I'm at. So, yeah. Well, next week, we have quite the banger.
I'm excited for that.
Quite
so excited.
Banger.
It's going to be so toxic.
Of divisions.
It's going to be so toxic.
AFC and the NFC East, and I can tell you right now, as the Giant fans here, as the Jet fan there, the unbiased perspective over there, of course. Oh, it's going to be
I'm
fun.
a Dolphin fan. Like, I do have a horse in the race.
Oh, you do? You do? You're not going to back that horse probably.
And the Commanders. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I
two
get
horses
every
in the
team.
race.
Yeah, two horses in the race in each side. Yeah. Next week's episode is going to be an absolute banger. That's going to be a fun time because we have some serious personal vendettas to talk about on that podcast. So I'm excited for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, follow us on all of our socials. Go ahead.
And that was ball game.
Oh, I thought you were about to say something.
No.
Oh, ball game.
Ball
and with
game.
that, yeah, there it is.